Hey everybody, welcome back to another 6-Minute Salesforce. I'm RJ with System.debug, and today we're going to do a deep dive into the overrides like I promised, and I'm going to help you get your override skills up to snuff so that you can start using overrides in your Salesforce org and get stuff done a lot faster, get that rapid development going. So we're going to start here, kind of like we always do with the networking test, because we know it, we love it, we've been working with it. If you've watched the past couple episodes, we've been working with it a lot, and we are going to go and dive into that again. And it's really pretty simple. It's still just the API stuff. You're still just calling out and getting something back from an API and displaying it in the UI here. Nothing new. But we're going to go in and we're going to look at our developer console and all the great stuff. And if you look here and remember from the very last video, we did Google and we touched on some Google logos and the overrides there. This is going to be doing the same thing, just a little bit more in depth and not just logos. Now we're going to start touching on some JavaScript. So let's go directly to our resource, and we know we're looking at this guy right here, our networking test. And again, we're going to go to save for overrides, and we have to have that box checked. If you remember from last time, enable local overrides. If you don't have it checked and you go over here, it will not give you that option in the drop down to save it. So we're looking at our overrides. We've got our networking test. As you just saw, work console logging and doing all kinds of fun stuff here. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of this guy too. This is the function that we're calling, by the way. I know this by heart. You guys may remember from a couple of videos ago. You may not, but this is the function that we're going to call from here. So in order to get into this function, we're just going to start editing right away, and we'll do console.log, and we'll just do something goofy like, hey, right? And we'll save it. And if we clear our console, what should happen when we click this guy is everything should crash completely. Problem is I totally forgot to reload the page. Don't be a goofy idiot like me. Reload your page. So we reload, and see, this is why we do things live, because mess ups happen, and this is all part of the flow, right? So if you don't remember to reload your page, now you know what happens. It's going to crash Chrome on you. So we resend the message, or the request rather, and we get our hey, so we know that we're in here and we're doing some good stuff. This is yelling at me because .error is not a function, which is fine. I will just kill that. That's okay with me. And this is another part of the whole thing, right? If you're getting errors right here, you can just start to fix them immediately, save them. Now you're not getting that error. Mixed content, of course, that's not something that you want, but we're working with it right now because it's faster. And that basically just means one of your sites is HTTPS and the other one is HTTP, and it's getting mad about that. Anyway, so we're debugging, we're in here, we're doing different things, and if something comes up where you need to see your response and you don't want to necessarily go back and forth and edit stuff directly on the server, or maybe you don't even have access to it, maybe you've cached this whole page locally even, and you're doing stuff like that, maybe you're on the plane or doing something like that and you don't have internet access, you can cache the whole entire site and mess around with this. But either way, if you're looking to figure out what's going on with your stuff and trying to debug this in a quick way, you can get in here. And again, look at me not reloading things because I'm busy talking. So you can get in here and you can see what's going on with your object real quick. Oh, this is my object. Here's my data. How am I going to display this? And things like that, right? So we're looking at this. We're testing things. Maybe none of this exists, and maybe we're writing this out fresh, right? We can do that here. We can really get deeper into the code and edit things, and it's so simple to just right click and save for overrides and start editing on the fly. So that's it for this episode. I know it didn't seem like we really got into a lot, but this pulls JavaScript directly down to you from your resource. And you can even grab the networking page. You can grab any of this down um, from here, and you can go look and say, hey, what's going on? What am I working with? And what can I edit? But you see the point. You can get in here and you can start messing around with stuff and get things working as they should be. You can edit functions on the fly. You can edit responses on the fly. You can log responses and see what they look like so that you get a better understanding of what kind of data you're dealing with. And you can get all that stuff localized and work real quick, real rapid development. All right, so that's it for this one. Um, and if you guys want like a really, really deep dive into this and where we maybe like do a full 15-minute like build out of working with an API or something, leave comments, do all that wonderful stuff, subscribe to system.debug. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things on the show. Still, there's a ton of things to cover. So hit us up, let us know what you want to see, and we'll get that out to you. See you guys next time.